Welcome back to my channel, the best place for women business owners and leaders who are thinking about buying or selling a home in Austin, Texas. Today we're going to dive deep into one of Austin's most unique and expensive neighborhoods, Zilker. Over 100 people are moving to Austin every day, so we're doing this video series highlighting some of Austin's hottest neighborhoods so you can get an idea for which one is right for you. Let's take a look at Zilker on the map. So here's a snapshot of Austin in general. You can see Zilker is down here. It's the only neighborhood that we're spotlighting that's south of the river. So here's downtown, here's the University of Texas. We're going just below the river here, and here's our neighborhood. Zilker is a pretty big district, but you can see the streets are pretty spread out, and most of the commercial activity is going on the east side here along Lamar. Zilker is bordered by Lady Bird Lake to the north, and on the south it's Lightsey. To the west it's bordered by Easy Warren, and on the right, Lamar pretty much runs down the east border. And because Lamar is in the middle of this neighborhood, there's a lot of shops and restaurants and bars in close proximity. Zilker is located on the south side of the river, which has a vibe of being a little bit slower, a little bit more relaxed, not as fast-paced as downtown. Let's take a look at some of the homes in this neighborhood. So it's really hard to pin down the architecture of the homes in Zilker. You have a lot of traditional ranch-style homes. Then you'll turn the corner to some really interesting design and architecture that you're not going to find anywhere else in the city. Just like the other neighborhoods that we checked out in Austin, most of these houses were built decades ago, but there are some pockets where the design is just completely new, is totally different. Maybe they've torn down the house on the lot and built a newer, bigger house. You don't see a whole lot of what we'll see in Allendale and North Loop, where you're tearing down a house on a large lot and building two taller houses. That's not really the trend for Zilker. If a house is being torn down in Zilker, they're just gonna build a bigger house on that one lot. This is the most expensive neighborhood per square foot that we've spotlighted over the past few weeks. Old West was the most expensive as far as price in general. As far as what the cost is per square foot, Zilker is the most expensive for home sales of the past 90 days. One of the reasons for that is that this neighborhood is gorgeous. It's full of rolling hills, it's very green. All of the neighborhoods are kind of tucked away into this quiet little serenity Zen garden. Just a few blocks away, you have all the businesses on Lamar with the independent shops, restaurants, bars, and things like that. So it's a really great mix between a quiet neighborhood and then the activity of the city. Here are the trends for real estate sales over the past 90 days in Zilker. There is a huge variance in home prices in Zilker. On the low end, a home sold for $540,000, and on the highest end was the home that sold for $2 million. Average price per square foot, this is what makes Zilker one of the most expensive areas, is $506 per square foot. The average days on the market was 32 days, which is pretty much the same as what Old West Austin was. That was 35 days, so give or take a few days, it's pretty comparable. So that means it took 32 days from when the home was initially put on the market to when the buyer and seller had a contract to sell the house. There are lots of young professionals in this neighborhood. The average age is 36, which is the same for the average in Austin. 45% of residents have a bachelor's degree and 26% have a master's or higher. Half of the residents in Zilker have never been married, and about a third are married. This area is also more densely populated than Austin. It's about 55% higher than the average. So really, Allendale is the only neighborhood that we've spotlighted where the population density was about equal to the rest of Austin. All the others were higher, including North Loop, which was a great area for singles because it's younger people that are living there, higher population density, not a lot of people with kids, and the same for Cherrywood. So let's look at what there is to do in Zilker. There are a lot of parks and open spaces in Zilker. They're mostly located in the north area of the district towards the river. So to the west, you've got Barton Springs Pool. This is a natural spring that runs cold all year round. It's gorgeous. You've also got Zilker Park, which houses the Austin City Limits Music Festival. It's just a huge open park where you can see people out there throwing frisbee, football, putting a blanket out and reading, just hanging out and enjoying the outdoors in Austin. Another iconic Austin spot is the Umlauf Sculpture Gardens. It's just to the east of Barton Springs. It's a great place to just take a stroll, walk around, look at the gorgeous sculptures. Just a great way to be outside and enjoy Austin. So most of the businesses in Zilker are gonna be along Lamar on the east side of the district. So one of my favorite places in the whole city is Uchi. We talked about Uchiko in the Allen Allendale video, which is the sister restaurant. Uchi was the original, and again, it's like small plate Japanese with delicious, exquisite food. Most of it is raw fish, raw oysters, things like that. They do have sushi there, but I wouldn't call this a sushi restaurant because I think it puts it in too much of a box. Just delicious food that happens to have raw fish in it. A little bit further south, we've got a delicious ramen place called Ramen Tatsuya. There's a couple of these throughout the city. It's kind of a tiny Austin chain. Really, really good food if you love noodles and just rich, delicious food. There's so many restaurants in here. I can't point them all out because this video would be ridiculously long. So I'm just gonna point out a couple of my other favorites in this area. One of my favorite brunch spots is Odd Duck. It's the perfect spot for sharing foods. They've got small plates, big plates, whatever you're into. Everything they make there is delicious. I highly recommend it. The last restaurant I'm going to talk about in this neighborhood is Loro. It's a mix between the amazing Franklin barbecue you've heard of and the Uchi and Uchiko restaurants that I keep talking about. Those two owners came together, made their own amazing, delicious Asian smokehouse restaurant. Everything you could possibly imagine is so good. They have delicious adult frozen slushies. They've got delicious cocktails. Everything I've had there is just so good, and the vibe there is so chill and relaxing, and everyone is just there to have a good time and enjoy life. Let's talk about the schools in Zilker. The elementary school is Zilker. It's rated a 7 out of 10 per greatschools.org. The middle school and high school for Zilker are the same for Old West. So O. Henry is the middle school, it's ranked 6 out of 10, and Austin is the high school, it's ranked 7 out of 10. I hope you found this video valuable and you have a better sense of what it's like to live and play in Zilker. I put out a lot of videos about what it's like to live in Austin, to buy and sell a home here. If that sounds like it's right up your alley, give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell so you're notified every time we put out a new video. While you're waiting for next week's video to come out, check out these two right here. They're going to help you figure out if you should even move right now and how to save time and money when you're finding your dream home. As always, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you're having an awesome day and that you're loving life. I'll see you in the next video.